Welcome to the video, guys. Today I thought it'd be nice if I just made like a little recap video on what's actually been going on in my life. I haven't been uploading a lot. I feel like you guys deserve to know something at least. I mean, you're probably not too interested in my life anyway, but just a little review of what the year's been like for me and what cool things I might have done maybe. I mean, I think this year's been very cool. I've done loads of things, achieved a lot, ups and downs, and I've done a lot of learning this year. So yeah, let's start the recap. Alright. I was thinking about this. I was thinking, like, should I even mention this part? But remember at the start of the year, I think we started this year, January 2023, with Prince Harry's book. It was a very funny book, wasn't it?
My penis was oscillating between extremely sensitive and borderline traumatized. The last place I wanted to be was Frostnipistan.
But anyway, January 2023 was very different for me. I think I started the year by getting beat up a little bit. This is right before I went back to uni. I was still doing a bit of boxing, so I did a bit of sparring with my friends, and then I got beat up. So that's how I started my year. Very interesting, right? Very fun. But yeah, the big news, I guess, is that I started a new degree. So I started a master's degree in physiotherapy. Any academic year starts in September, but mine started in January, so it's like a January to December course, and it's like 2 years long, so I've got one more year. So yeah, done a whole year now, and it was a very weird start because every new year I'm already in an academic year, like middle of an academic year, and I've already started, like gotten used to everything. But then this year at the start, it just felt really new. It felt really different, and I don't know how to explain it. It was a bit exciting, but also it was a bit scary at the same time. Alright, other than me getting beaten up in boxing or whatever and me starting a new course, I think one big thing that I don't think I've really mentioned it to anyone really, is last year I think I went through loads of ups and downs, mainly lows, and I feel like the lows are very low, even though I had some really good highs, really good times, really good fun times actually, but the lows just really hit hard, and it felt like mentally I was struggling a little bit. I was stressed. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I wasn't like going through depression or anything, but it was just that constant low that kept hitting me. And then yeah, I just did not know like what to do last year. And then so near the end of last year and also the start of this year, I really had to like get my head down and try to work on myself really. Alright, we out here at 6:11 a.m. headed to the gym. This is my arc. It started now. This is my journey. We're gonna f up, get done, and we're leveling up, boss. Let's go. A few months. We're gonna get a lot of shit done for a few months. It's all me. So this whole year, that's what I've been doing. I've been literally just working on myself, focusing on myself and trying to just improve my life really. And I'm still doing that. This whole year, that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on myself in terms of just school, relationships with my friends and family, working on just my social life, trying to have fun. Yeah, and one thing I think I've also like tried to focus on a little bit is also like my my appearance. It's really funny. End of last year, or like during the summer, I was like, oh, I've had it enough. So I just got a buzz cut. I looked so bad. I don't know if it's because I did it to myself, like I gave the haircut to myself, but that buzz cut did not suit me at all. Yeah, I think at that point I was like, I just want to give up on everything. I just want to start again, have a clean, fresh start again, because I just thought I needed it. You know, I sold my car, obviously got the buzz cut, deleted all my Spotify playlists. That's the main thing. Deleted all my Spotify playlists, started a new playlist again. New Spotify playlist means new me, mate. So I just wanted to like almost reinvent myself. I started focusing on my appearance a bit more. I know the buzz cut looked bad, but in terms of fashion and just trying to take care of myself, I was focusing on that more. My skin was terrible as well. My skin was not happy, so my skin was really bad. So it got better now. Obviously, it's a lot better now. But yeah, I feel like I've tried to progress myself in terms of just appearance and like fashion. So that's one thing I've been learning a lot throughout this whole year. I think I did almost have time to make videos, and this is almost like an apology to people who do watch my videos, but now I have been feeling a bit better, like mentally and just physically as well. So, and loads of like video ideas are coming in my head. That's the plan for 2024, just sort out my YouTube consistency. But then there's also other things I really want to focus on. I feel like this coming year, I just want to put my head down again, just like how I did in 2023 on trying to improve myself just like mentally and try to like sort my head out. I think this year I've got some big goals. I don't want to share the goals. I feel like sometimes you should just like keep the goals to yourself, but do show the progress and show what you have achieved. I think that's a very good thing. But in a way, like I just like briefly, there's certain areas I want to focus on, like obviously like school. I've got one more year of uni left. That means you find a job, becoming an adult. I've got certain goals I want to achieve in terms of like sports and just my physical fitness, and also like a lot of things I want to learn this year, and I just want to get my head down. But I think one thing that I want to focus on is just like prioritizing certain goals that are really important to me. So I do need to get my head down and decide on what to actually prioritize on, because that's one thing I've learned this year. I like too many things, and it's really hard to focus on that one thing, or like a small set of goals when there's so many things I want to do. And it's really annoying in a way that I get so curious sometimes, but it's also a good thing, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, let's quickly talk about 2023, because I feel like this video is going too long, and you guys probably don't care, so I'll make it really quick. So 2023, started my uni course, physiotherapy. I feel like this course has given me a lot of direction in what I actually want to do in the future. Obviously, if I'm doing a physiotherapy course, then I'm probably going to be a physiotherapist, right? So it's a lot clear, but I'm still thinking about like what area of physiotherapy I want to go to. There's a lot of areas I did not even know before I started the course that there were so many places that I could work. There's so many opportunities, and I am really excited about that. So what actually has been helping me throughout this year is doing placements. So placements, if you guys don't know, I just spat all over the camera. Placements, if you guys don't know, is basically work experience. So I did 3 sets of placements, each lasting 6 weeks, and honestly I think this has been like the best experience for me. So my first placement was working in a hospital, got the hospital experience, and I learned so much. And it wasn't even in terms of like just physiotherapy and working in a hospital. I learned so much about working with people and just like how to communicate with people. If you think about it, you're a patient in a hospital, you're probably at the worst state in your life, right? And talking to people like that is sometimes can be very funny in a way, like that you can find humor in it, especially when the patient finds humor in it. But at times it can get very sad as well in a hospital setting. Certain like serious conditions that we also look at, and sometimes they can be quite sad. One thing I've really learned from the first placement that I did was you can only do what you can do. Like, I know like sometimes it can be hard, especially when you're in a new environment where you don't know much, right? And you gotta be easy. You gotta go easy on yourself. I know it's important to have that mindset of improving, but it's also important to know that you can't do what you can't do sometimes, and it's okay to just ask for help, because that's how you learn. And if you don't have that support around you, get that support. My second placement was also really fun, actually. This was in the summer. I moved to Isle of Wight, and I think this is one of the best experiences I've ever had. Isle of Wight might not be like the number one destination for everyone to go on holidays or like partying or whatever, but for me it wasn't that. It was something else. It's a ferry ride to a different island. So I moved there for 6 weeks. I did film a little bit around there, but obviously I haven't got around to the editing part. So but anyway, stayed in Isle of Wight for 6 weeks. I was basically living by myself. Obviously I had some flatmates who were amazing, but they were all like 20 years older than me. Had like a doctor, had another physio student, and had like another IT guy living with me. And it was really interesting, but I was basically loving life because I finally got to experience a bit of independence. I had some supervisors with me and they were showing me around. I was asking them about what nice places are there, and honestly, if anyone wants to go to Isle of Wight, I think I could plan you a really sick trip. Learn loads about people, again, about talking to people. I had to, instead of working in a hospital, I was going to people's houses, helping them in that way, in their own home. I learned loads of independence in that placement, and it was just really fun, mostly because of the weather and like just the place that I was in. Yeah, and I know I talked about like just living that independent life where I had a lot of independence, right? I literally, the only way you could meet me is if you get a ferry to a different island, and it felt good in a way because I think I've always felt like I've wanted to be independent. I've wanted to be alone almost. I know that sounds a bit sad, but like right now I love being by myself right here because I'm able to just like be myself and just be at my own pace. During my 6 weeks of placement in Isle of Wight, at times I did feel a bit lonely, I guess. It wasn't even like a sad lonely. It was almost like, oh my god, I want my family to come over, or like I want my friends to come over. I just want to show them around everywhere. And I think it really showed me the importance of people in my life and how important they are in my mental health and just keeping me company. So in that way, I've learned loads, knowing that I'm not a sado that wants to be alone all the time. I still want company, but it's about like working out how much I want to communicate with people and how social I want to be. Yeah. Does that make sense? No, it probably doesn't, but let's shut up and move on. And then my third placement, which I literally just finished like a few weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, something like that. My third placement was MSK physiotherapy. If you don't know what that is, it's MSK is musculoskeletal physiotherapy, right? So it's about problems with your muscles, your bones, all of that, etc. And it was really challenging for me, I'll be honest. I was really nervous at the start. I was really scared. I was like, I don't know anything. No one's told me anything. I'm scared. But I went in there. I was like, okay, I'm excited because every time I go to a new placement, I always go there quite nervous, but at the end of it, I come out so much better with a lot more knowledge, and I've just like learned so much. So I was really excited in that way, but I was more nervous than excited. 6 weeks went by so fast. honestly. I learned loads, and I feel like I can use the skills that I've learned in my personal life now, in terms of like helping my family members or like just giving advice to people, and it's been amazing. One thing I've learned throughout the whole placement is just being very professional. Throughout the whole placement, I was waking up super early. Literally, I'd wake up really early in the morning. I'd do a lot of studying, go to work, come back, do more studying, go to the gym. My days were just really long, but at the same time, my days are really quick. I think in a way that's good, because it shows that I was enjoying it, but I was also keeping myself really busy. It's been such a good placement that I've been able to learn so much. Yeah, so in this placement, I think I learned loads about just pushing myself really hard and what I'm actually capable of. Okay, now more exciting stuff. Achievements. Powerlifting. I did my first ever powerlifting meet. I know it was only like a Nepalese one, not like a professional one, but it was really exciting. Right now I'm trying to get more PBs, so new year, hopefully get bigger numbers. I also did a 10-mile race, which is almost a half marathon, but that was another new experience, and I feel like I've added another hobby onto my list, which is running now. I genuinely do love running. I think it's a lot more fun when you understand how to train and how that actually helps with improving your running fitness. Outside sports, I think my relationships with my friends have been a lot better now. I feel like I find more meaning in my relationships nowadays. I feel like I've become a better friend. Hopefully my friends can agree, but I feel like I've become a better friend. I understand people a bit better. I think I've really tried to just understand people's situations a little bit more, and just understanding that just because they don't show it doesn't mean that they're not going through things. So just taking it easy on people is what I've been trying to like really get into my head, because everyone's got something going on in their life that they probably haven't been talking about to you. I think I have like leveled up a little bit in life, I guess. I've learned to manage my mental health a bit more. Physically, I think I'm probably maybe like a few months ago I probably was, but at the best shape in my life. At the start of 2023, or like the end of 2023, I was in the best shape in my life. I was a lot heavier, but this year I'm a lot more stronger, even though I've lost a lot more weight. And in terms of just like learning loads, it's not something that I knew about this year, but it's something that has been very apparent to me this year. There is always something to learn, and you never stop learning. I think this is something I learned like a few years ago, where I was like, oh my god, I've learned so much, there can't be anything more that I could learn, right? There's been loads of experiences that I've had where I've just noticed that there is so much to learn, especially throughout the placements that I've had. Literally, the more I learn, the more I find out that I need to learn even more, and it's really scary. And when you think like you know everything and there's not much to learn anymore, that's when you're probably at the dumbest point in your life. I feel like hopefully I'm not offending anyone, but that's what I've learned so far. Okay, one last thing about this year. December's been a very good month. I had my dad come to the UK from Nepal, and I also had a friend from Singapore come, and so December's literally been so busy. Like, it has been crazy. I've spent loads of money. I had loads of fun, made loads of memories, and it was actually really sad because my dad went back to Nepal, so obviously I'm missing him, and then my friend from Singapore went back as well, and like I just had to like say bye to them. And even though I had like a really good fun month, it was just, you know, like a bit sad saying bye, and like I missed them already. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about next year. I know everyone makes like New Year's resolutions and stuff. That's not me. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I either think it's one day or day one. Like, literally, like if I want to do something, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll plan it how it suits me. I don't wait for the next year to start. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier at the start of this video, like I've been going through this journey on improving myself, so it doesn't feel like the end of a journey this year. It feels like I'm still in the journey, so it doesn't even feel like I'm starting a new journey. Like I've been going through this journey of improving myself, so I'm still in the middle of it, and I'm just going to keep on continuing throughout the next year and hopefully just keep on going and improving. So looking forward to that. So yeah, looking forward to 2024. A lot of things planned. Hopefully I can share those with you guys. And yeah, I read this little poem this morning. I thought it was very interesting, and hopefully people can relate to it. I think it goes like, when the dust settles, you'll thank God for the storm. I think it almost sums up my year and what I'm gonna take forward to the next year, which is literally just like go at your own pace. Almost, I know there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs here and there, the storms. You'll go through loads of storms throughout your life, but it's about understanding that people go at different paces. Like I can't expect myself to run as fast as Usain Bolt. No, I'm gonna run at my own pace, but I'm gonna keep running is the whole point. So even if there's a storm, keep running through the storm, and just remind yourself not to be hard on yourself. And it's important to have that supportive circle around you when you are at the worst point of the storm. Have that support, or have that management technique that you've made for yourself that you know that works. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you watched it till the end, I love you so much. Hopefully this video wasn't too long, and hopefully the sound was okay as well. It was a bit windy, it started raining a little bit, and I think I screamed into the mic a few times, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully more videos coming up really soon. I will be trying my best, I will promise. And yeah, thank you guys, love you. I have work in like half an hour, so I need to go home and get ready. Bye. I have not planned this too well, I'll be honest. I thought I'd just keep it authentic. I have made a few notes. It's oh my god, what is that? I just opened Snapchat and I've got a filter already on. Let me just quickly take a picture. Alright, ignore that. Let's go back to the video.